ticking and it's ticking fast. We've had enough, this greed can't last. So count your days. You raise the price, but the vibe ain't right. Monthly subscription bills on repeat. Prices rise, but the pay don't change. We're stuck in the middle of a losing game. Count your days. Your game's exposed, the whole world knows your time is up, no more to say. Claiming inflation, but we see the play. How much more do we have to pay? Count your days.
Hey tea sippers, it's time for another episode of Count Your Days.
Count your fucking days, bitch.
Yes, count your days, bitch. It is going down. If you guys do not know, everybody is talking about the T app right now, okay? So the T app has been around for a while. It was launched in 2023. It was created by a man named Sean Cook, and basically he created it because his mother went through a lot of traumatic experiences while dating. You know, a lot of these men out here are narcissists. They're living double lives. Some are DL, some are carrying HIV. All types of shit that comes with this pissy, shitty dating pool, okay?
We receive probably about 3 legal threats a day from different men that are disappointed that women have told largely true stories about them on these apps. And so they are upset that they've done something bad to a woman and then a woman has told people about it. And we have a full legal team that helps us navigate those situations. And all of the way that we operate is well within legal guidelines. And then, you know, there's also a whole men's rights activism community that doesn't like what we're doing. And so they're constantly trying to tear us down and organize, you know, mass petitions to take us down and mass reporting of us on the app stores to try to take us down. So, you know, we have a lot of people that are unhappy about what we're doing. And that's okay with us. You know, we believe that women deserve to be able to share their stories and to be able to have safe, you know, relationships.
So he wanted to help women avoid that. So he created this app where women can come on anonymously and basically post pictures of men and, you know, share their red flags. Everything from STDs, abuse, beating up their baby mamas, all types of stuff is posted on this app. So for some reason, TikTok finally got a hold of the T app, okay? And when I tell you this T app has gone viral over the past week and a half, this is all anybody can talk about. It was so many people being uploaded onto the T app. A lot of guys were pissed off because one thing about the T app is that unfortunately or fortunately, these guys cannot come on there and do a rebuttal. So if they see themselves on there, you know, via their sister, their cousin, because only women can go on this app, there's really nothing they can do. So they have been taking to TikTok and going off for being placed on this app. It has been so much craziness, so much drama. And then on top of that, they ended up creating a female version of the T app. And what ended up happening with that, it got taken off of both of the Apple and the Google stores because men started posting revenge porn, okay? Girl, why are we still sending men that we barely know nudes of ourselves? Like, are we still doing that in 2025? Objection. I'm gonna need y'all to stop passing out pussy pics of yourself. Okay, like hotcakes. Have some respect for yourselves, ladies. There's no reason that a man that you barely know should have nudes of you. I'm just saying, okay? So anyhow, they ended up shutting that down, but the T app was still up, okay? And so it's been a lot of mess, a lot of drama. We're going to watch some videos. I'm going to take you guys back about a week or so where we can watch videos of people reacting to the T app, people finding their man on the T app. So this whole situation is crazy. Now, before there was ever a T app, there are also different Facebook groups, okay? So this is nothing new, okay? Even back in the day, there was a website called Don'tDateEmGirl.com where women were going on there and blasting men, and men could go on there and say their rebuttal. If you go onto Facebook, one of the most popular pages in the Twin Cities and in Atlanta, mind you, is Are We Dating the Same Guy? And on there, you'll see pictures of different guys, and women will post, you know, their grievances and things like that. You'll find out if the guy that you're potentially talking to is an abuser, if he has STDs, if he's dating multiple women. A lot of the guys on there are just dusties, okay? But in Atlanta, I like using in Atlanta just for the fact you can find out if some of these guys are fluid or DL. So you definitely need to check it on, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying? You talk, you know, just go on there and do a background check, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of shit going down in the ATL, okay? And we're not trying to, you know, get caught up with HIV, STDs, and none of that mess, okay? We rebuke all of that in the name of Jesus. So anyways, y'all, we're going to go ahead and watch some of these videos.
Tonight on The Edge, we are spilling the tea on a new app aptly called T is where women only can post photos of men they're dating to summon input from other women.
All right, you guessed it. It's stirring up some major controversy. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack joins us live with the details to show a piece, I should say, very appropriate for The Edge. What's going on here?
Well, we all might learn something tonight, Roop and Amy. So if you have TikTok in the last couple of days, you might have been scrolling through and seen something about this T app. If you're like me, you're not really on TikTok. It's taking 20-year-old women and it's creating kind of a frenzy. You're able to post men that you're dating to, elicit input from other women. It's got a lot of guys scared. Take a look. How would you characterize dating as a 22-year-old?
Honestly, it kind of sucks.
Out of that, an app was born. It's called Tea, as in spill the tea or gossip. It's got Gen Z in a chokehold, spreading as it does on TikTok.
Mama, we made it. Look at that.
Whoever keeps posting my husband on the T app needs to stop.
Guys, I'm trending on the T app. I'm trending on the T app.
There's actually a waiting list to get on this thing.
You pass the waiting list, you have to submit a picture of your face with an ID to prove that you are a girl, because no guys are allowed in the apps.
Emily, anonymous here and on the app, admittedly embarrassed, saying she's a frequent user. You can post photos of who you're dating to gauge other women's experiences with these men, so-called red and green flags. The reviews are rarely positive.
So it's kind of crazy, like both sides of the spectrum is really dictating my dating life now.
Emily says the T app seems to be particularly popular in Middle Eastern communities, especially Dearborn.
Oh, Dearborn men, how the T app has gotten under your skin.
All these guys are talking to, they're all like getting nervous, they're all freaking out, making TikToks about it.
It offers other services like background checks and catfish verification.
They're trying to find some type of way to up your reputation so bad.
I can see some areas where this could cause people some big problems.
Attorney William Barnwell says it's possible men getting posted have civil legal recourse. If the posts are affecting their work, family life, or reputation, defamation might apply.
Truth is an absolute defense to a defamation claim. So you can't just sue somebody because your feelings got hurt.
On the criminal side, there could be cause for electronic harassment or even stalking.
You can be saying something that is true, but it's being used in a way to constantly harass somebody, cyber harassment. There are laws that cover that.
He suggests to the ladies proceed with caution.
In people's outrage to want to out these bad people, it might be better sometimes just to walk away.
All right, so it's getting real. The fact that the news is covering this, it is getting too real out here. So we're going to go ahead and watch some of the controversy that happened this week on TikTok with people finding their boyfriends on there, people finding themselves on there. This T app rabbit hole on TikTok has been my entertainment all week, child.
Okay, guys, all you cheaters out there, beware. There's a new app that just came out, and it's called the T app. And it's ripping up the internet right now. Now, if you haven't heard of that Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Guy? It's just like that, but an app. Basically, it's an app to support women. They'll post the guy and then say, hey, is anyone else dating him? Because I am. And also, it's used to find out if that guy's a predator, if he has history of DV. Look at this. You can give him red or green flags like a Yelp review. And they're even leaving comments. So this app is currently ripping up TikTok right now for multiple reasons. The first reason, women are leaving with broken hearts because they're seeing their man on the app and finding out they're not the only one dating him. Look at this one. Why the T app just exposed my N-word for being down low.
Ugh, that is like the worst feeling, to go on there and see somebody that you're dating, that you thinking that you're in a monogamous relationship with. And not only are they dating somebody else, you know what I'm saying? They're DL, they're dating men and women, they're fluid. I couldn't even imagine. That is so sad.
What? This is insane. Another thing is men are finding out they're on the app and they're pissed off about it. Why? Because here's the thing. Some women get on here, and if they just don't like the guy, they'll get on here and just say whatever. And I know this stuff happens because on the Facebook one, I had stuff written about me. And I'm like, what the I don't even know you. Oh. That's basically defamation. So now some guys are on the app saying this T app is effed up. They're lying on me, da-da-da-da. This guy made a whole chart trying to address his allegations. Another complaint that I heard is now the app is getting toxic. Women are going over there just to post, tell the guy's business. I heard that now women are even posting other women to post on.
So y'all done took the T app from being an women-only app to let us know about shit ass men to now females being posted.
So now women are mad because this app was made to protect women. Not only that, the number one rule about apps like this is you're not supposed to screen record or take pictures. Because if this information gets out, that puts the woman at risk. The man she's talking about could get wind of this and he can go pull up on her.
Let me put this in stupid terms for y'all. The ones that are f***ing up the T app and letting the men know that they're actually on the T app. The moment that you read out loud or you get that stinky iPad and you f***ing record what people are saying when it's supposed to be anonymous, they're gonna put two and two together. They're gonna know, oh my gosh, I went through this with XYZ, with Brittany or whoever the and guess what? I'm gonna reach out to Brittany and I'm either gonna put her in harm's way or I'm gonna send out that cease and desist letter. I'm gonna get lawyers involved. Some of those men that you're posting on that app have money. Play ball. Y'all are f***ing up the game so unconsciously, y'all don't even realize.
Oh my God, they are putting women on here too. That's crazy. Now, as I said, a lot of women are on here just to talk crap.
I downloaded the T app not for myself, but to see what was on there. And honestly, I fear we lost the plot because I'm looking at these comments and people in the comments like, oh yes, sis, don't go for him. People like Oompa Loompa ain't got a shrimp.
So then this girl makes a video, right? And she's like, guys, we're missing the plot. If you guys keep this up, right? These men are gonna make their own app, bro. And they're gonna do the same thing. Which, by the way, guys, they did. There's a men T app. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the T-Born app. And all the same stuff is happening. Now, supposedly, the app got taken down in 24 hours. Wanna know why? Not only did these guys crap post about women, right? They started posting their exes' nudes. And this is what I've been hearing. But I still see the app right there and I was able to download. Maybe it was a different app because I heard there was multiple men T apps. But yeah, women are upset about this. Now, there's a post going around saying that 5 women have been found unalived due to the T app. I have looked on Google and I haven't seen anything that correlates the T app to some unalivings. There's also one about a guy who unalived himself because of the T app. I don't know if it's true, but what I heard is that someone said something about him that ruined his life and he just took himself out. I'm only seeing this be spread around TikTok, so I can't really see the weight of its validity, but I can believe that things like this is happening. It's possible. Okay, guys, this video ends here. As I always say,
he did a great job breaking it down. That's literally what's been happening all week. I don't think any of the deaths are true, but I know a lot of people are really upset to see themselves on this app. It is insane, all of the stuff that is going on. So we're going to watch some more videos.
This T app is the reason I will be single. This T app is the reason I stay to myself and I stay single. The anxiety of not even talking to someone but downloading the app is insane. I don't even talk to anyone, but I had so much anxiety going through and reading the stuff. Oh my,
it's a mess.
Ladies, remember to love yourself. Remember to choose the things I am reading. Okay, the things I am reading are insane. Ladies, remember your standards. Don't take all of this as a lesson. Everything on that T app, please, this should help you guys.
So why is one of my sons on the T app? My other son may be on there too. This is I don't even know what to say. Next my husband's gonna be on there. What's going on?
Everything was all fun and games until I seen my little shit on that T app. Y'all can keep that. He ate fists for breakfast. And what's so crazy is I did not get accepted for 3 days. The day I get accepted, I'm with this nigga. Is this a sign? And then, mind you, I'm not the one that posted about my little shit. So who's more worried about my little shit than I am? Bitch, you want to know the tea before I do? Oh, keep up.
Okay, not her making him eat fish for breakfast. One thing I'm going to say, ladies, you ain't got to put your hands on no man. Just walk away classy. I'm not about to get into a fist fight with no Dusty. If he can't be faithful and another chick is more worried about him and what he's doing than you are, he's not worth it, okay? I'm not fist fighting with the grown Dusty. We're not going to do that. We're going to carry ourselves with class and chuck the deuces, okay?
Yo, bro, they got you on the app, bro.
Let me find out my introverted ass ends up on the T app, nigga. Somebody dying. I'm not gonna lie, I'm too out the way when it comes to this shit, bro. If I find out I'm on a T app, somebody dying. Nigga, I'm known but mysterious, nigga. These people be having whole full-on ideas of who I am, and that shit just don't be me. So if I find out I'm on the T app, that idea of me that you had in your head will be on the fucking wall, nigga, in red and pink splatters, nigga. I'm not playing.
Yeah, he's definitely a red flag. Stay away from his crazy ass. And he's not wrapped too tight.
I just seen you on the... What? Ain't no fucking way, nigga. I'm on the T app? What? See me on the T app? That's crazy. But,
You ain't seen me on no T-page shit. What they said? Nah, I'm just playing. I ain't said shit, man.
that's because I just seen you on the T app. Now you on my For You page. I'm on the T app? What they say about me? What they say about me? You snippet? That's crazy. I just seen you on the T app. Now you on my FYP. When someone screenshot that and send it to me, put you on the app? Well, don't tell me I'm on the fucking app. I better have a lot of reviews then.
That's crazy. I just seen you on the T app. Now you on my FYP. Get out of here.
That's crazy. I just seen you on the T app. Now you on my... Say on God. Say on fucking God, bro. This is the second fucking time.
My nigga, how the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga, what?
What?
Nigga, I only worked one job with females, bro. And that was at Olive Garden when I was a server. And the reason why I didn't fuck with none of y'all is because y'all was already fucking all the niggas on the job. They ain't this. The niggas already told me, showed me text proof on who the fuck was already getting cracked. There was nobody at the Olive Garden that wasn't getting cracked on Camp Creek Parkway. Yes, I set the motherfucking location, nigga, and I know who the fuck did that shit. So you mad I have self-respect? You mad that I didn't give you the attention that you wanted and added to your high body count? And then the first given opportunity, you want to slander my name? What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You need serious help. T-App, go ahead and make a male version. Now. I mean, now.
Honestly, I believe him. He said he wasn't trying to fuck with them. So because he wasn't trying to be a part of this nasty ass, co-worker circle of just smashing everybody, they considered him gay. So I believe what he's saying. I believe what he's saying.
Y'all, somebody made a post about my daddy on the T app.
Oh, no,
it's time to shut that bitch down expeditiously.
And this is why any girl that has to run around and say that they're a girl's girl, I never believe it, because y'all are screenshotting the post that people are putting on the T app, basically trying to save other women from having negative experiences with guys in their community. So yeah, they're basically on the app trying to warn other women, like, don't go out with this guy. They're telling women about SA, DV, all of that on the app. Women are screenshotting the app and posting it and sending it out to people. An app that they created to protect women from these same guys. Women are getting on there and screenshotting it and sending it around. And I just know that these are the same women that when you tell them their dude is cheating on them, they tell the dude like, oh, Tiana said, or so-and-so said, you were cheating on me, and they caught you cheating on me, and now the dude has animosity with the friend, and she's okay with that. Like, those are the same type of people.
Yeah, a lot of chicks end up finding out, via these apps that they're the side chick. They thought they were the main, and objection, you were the side. So that's very interesting that she found out that she was the side chick on the app.
Why did you Garfield brain shotties hop on a T app, start lying on dudes got videos and proof of you getting cracked by the team at B&Bs? Why would you lie and talk on dudes that you were secretly meeting up with when you had a man? Now you all over Reddit for your boyfriend, baby daddies, and family to see. They uploading text proof and photo proof. Now y'all don't want to argue no more. Nah, Kiki, tell them how my boy ran that train on you and you engaged. You don't want to talk about how you and your homegirls lied and all y'all came to the B&B and got crushed. Y'all really cooked yourselves with this one. A shawty just got herself exposed for getting cracked by the whole city because she want to hop in the comments and say, oh yeah, he get around. No, come to find out you get around and your baby daddy don't even know. Who put their baby on the floor so they could get cracked on the bed? By a stranger. Yo, BD ain't know about that. Hey, just know, God forbid, let this shit hit Florida. It's not going to be a good day, bro. You see, Florida shawty staying out of this. They know. It's not going to be a good day in Florida.
Okay, this is absolutely fucking insane to me. The T app got men so mad that they've been threatening to drop their own version of the girls. And one of those apps, I'm sure it'll be one of many, was already launched and shut down within 24 hours because men kept posting women's nudes. Like, y'all think I'm playing with you. This is from the T-Born app. App is down until everyone learns how to behave. If you're posting nudes, I will be posting your face. These men are just like consistently proving why the T-app was created in the first place. Like, honestly, I can't believe this. Women are calling you out for being serial cheaters, abusers, stalkers, general creeps, and you respond by posting their nudes. You are everything that they're saying that you are. I don't understand how you...
I mean, I get what she's saying, but why are you even sending people your nudes? Outside of, like, I guess your husband. Like, I guess that's just how this generation gets down. I think it'd make more sense to not send nudes so that way they can't upload your nudes and embarrass you.
You don't see that. This app is like Dearborn specific too, I'm pretty sure. So like these are Muslim men posting nude pictures of Muslim women. Like, have some shame.
Okay. Look. This is what they saying about y'all niggas on this bitch. You know I got y'all niggas. He's all I don't know what this nigga is.
With my ball. Oh shit, man, they got me on the T-app. Dean went back and forth since March. Things have been going well, blah, blah, blah. He just pretty secretive with his phone, but I fuck with him. I just want to know the T-app. Bitch, you should have asked me. I would have just told you myself. The picture this bitch chose. This shit is from 2021 of my tag photos, bro. I wouldn't even show this shit to my mother. 23 green flags, 20 red flags, 29 comments. We gonna see what they talking about. All right, first comment. He's easy. Emphasis on easy. If I'm easy, what does that make you? All right, second comment. Are you actually attracted to that? It's funny. I can't even be mad at that. 36 likes. Attraction is subjective. I think I'm handsome, so that's all that matters. But I already fuck with dark skin joints, brown skin joints, light skin joints, Asian joints, white joints, Hispanic joints. So I think I'm doing cool in that department.
This bitch is mad because she seen me on the T-app. That shit is fake. That shit's AI. Like, that shit AI. That shit is not real people. She mad as fuck she seen me on the T-app. Like, come on, bro.
I'm about to sue the fuck out the T-app. Dude, they posted me again. And I got 100 red flags with 0 green flags. Dude, the first time they posted me, I had 37 red flags. I thought that was bad. 100 red flags? And when I told y'all about that, a lot of y'all in the comment section was telling me to sue the T-app. Dude, can I actually get some bread from suing the T-app? Now, deadass, I'm very, very, very interested because this gotta be defamation, identity defamation, lies, spreading lies about you, destroying your public image. There's gotta be some sort of crime. This is not right. And I've never sued somebody before though. How does this shit go? How do I reach out to a lawyer? Because I've been watching Suits. I don't know if y'all watch Suits before. I deadass think I can get some bread off this. So if you're a lawyer or you know any lawyers, please reach out to me. This is a money-making opportunity for the both of us. Let's eat. Nah, but deadass though, if I end up suing these motherfuckers, I'm vlogging the whole process. Like, from the beginning to the end. And if I get some bread, I'm doing a big giveaway. Deadass. I'm about to sue the...
He has really nice teeth, but I can tell he ain't shit. No, just like... He has some beautiful teeth. But yeah, I mean, it's the T-app, it's real. Like, people are really upset. They're seeing themselves. A lot of the stuff that's being said about them is supposedly not true. So maybe some lawsuits coming. All right, so you guys just saw some of those videos about the T-app, people being exposed, people going off about the T-app. So now what's insane is that less than 24 hours ago, the T-app was hacked, okay? This app had no type of real security. all of the women's driver's licenses, addresses, names, everything has been put on the internet. So now everybody's talking about the hack on TikTok. So this is really scary because now a lot of these women who had so much to say about these men, now their lives are in potential danger.
Women are anonymously spilling the tea on men they've dated on a new viral app, which has just been hacked after gaining a huge influx of new users.
Ryan in Newport Beach, here's his review. Dated him for 2 years to find out when he went on his work trip, he was actually going on his honeymoon.
Upon opening tea, users can see photos of local men along with their names. They can leave red flags or green flags, as well as comments, including about negative date experiences or even vouching for them as a friend. The app also lets users run background checks, search for criminal histories, and even reverse image search to check if a man is catfishing.
I just found out the guy I've been seeing has a whole girlfriend. Like, he's in a relationship of 5 years, and I'm not the only other girl he's talking to.
While the company says their mission is to keep women safe, they've also faced backlash from men who say they fear being misrepresented or doxxed on the platform.
I had a female friend of mine go undercover on the T app, and I found that there were some women talking about me. They were clearly just upset. They felt that they got slighted. Is there anything we could do about this? This is defamation. This is entirely untrue.
T promises anonymity to its users, but on Friday morning, it confirmed to NBC News that 72,000 photos were accessed without authorization, including 13,000 account verification photos that were supposed to be kept private. Now it's possible that some of those identifying images are being leaked online. Online spaces for women to talk about men they've dated are not new. You may have heard of the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook groups, which have received their own share of controversy and have even faced lawsuits, which were later dismissed. But some on the app are now saying they feel the app is geared more toward gossip than safety concerns, and that can lead to cyberbullying, especially since the women are supposed to be anonymous while the men remain public. As of now, it's still the #1 app on the Apple App Store. And
yo, all y'all on that new T app? 3 girls getting leaked. There was a big data breach. Every woman who put someone's picture up there is cooked. They got all the pictures. So basically, if you put your ID, which you need your ID to put someone's face on there, you're cooked. They got your photo, they got who you put on there, and everybody knows. They even got y'all IDs, bro. They're locked in. This is a dub for the dudes out here. If you seen yourself on that app, you're able to literally see the person's ID and the person's face who put it on there because there was a data breach. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If your face is on there, bro, go on there right the fuck now. And these look like the people who would be on there. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, but what if it was little kids doing this and like they put their mom's face and now it's their mom's face on here? Now that would be crazy. For all my guys, bro, hey, we putting out the great news now. Hey, all y'all cheaters out there, all y'all crazy dudes out there, hey, spam up the dubs. Cause y'all life might actually be saved. This T app is actually getting cooked. And they're going through fire right now. This app might actually get deleted, not even just because of the data breach.
The thing about this Reddit versus T app shit that's going on in Philly is niggas don't let shit go, right? And this is my last time speaking on it, but listen, right? In 3 months from now, that shit gonna be old news. All them allegations y'all was putting on these niggas and shit like that, that shit gonna be old, right? The girls gonna forget and they still gonna be talking to these same niggas. The issue is niggas don't forget about what niggas say about girls. Like, bro, these allegations that is being put on girls right now in Reddit and whatever else they using, gang, these shits might follow y'all until y'all 80, bro. No funny shit, bro. Niggas don't let shit go. So I ain't gonna cap. That's one of them joints you just gotta, like, for the girls, bro, that shit probably really all jokes. They probably just saying like, oh, these niggas gay or these niggas dirty, whatever the case may be, bro. But niggas, sayonara, buddy, cause they not letting.
The T app will soon have a data breach, and all the posts that people have made on there will not be anonymous anymore. And all the women who have been lying will be exposed for their lies. I want the women who are posting on the T app to understand this so that they aren't putting themselves in harm's way. The fact.
Now, he posted this the day before the hack. So a lot of folks are saying that he's probably one of the hackers, okay?
of the matter is, data breaches are not uncommon. I'm a big nerd guy, and so I keep up with my personal security, and I get notifications that my data has been involved in a data breach at least once a year. And the problem with the T app is it is designed to create enemies for itself. Now, what does that mean? By allowing a space for women to safely talk about men, it is inherently putting a target on their back. Because let's be honest, not all the women on that app are 100% honest about the men they talk about. All it takes is one man who just doesn't like the T-app community to get access to everyone's information who's on the app. And what does that mean? You're not anonymous anymore. So if you've been lying about someone and that person has now evidence that you are lying about them, that opens things up to defamation lawsuits. Now, I don't care to even try and do this because I spend all my time coding and doing math that basically is 0% chance that I'm going to be on there. But I'm not the only person who knows how to program, about computer security, about, database security. I'm not the only person in the world who knows about that. In fact, I'm almost certain that people are poking and prodding at the security vulnerabilities that the T-app has to see if they can get any information out of it right now. So what's the point of this video? The point of this video is to say, if you are posting on that app, make sure that what you are posting is true and can be backed up by some sort of evidence, so you're not putting yourself, one, in physical harm's way, but also in legal harm's way. Because your personal information that you've put onto that app's database will get leaked eventually.
You idiots really uploaded your driver's licenses to the T-app? I don't even feel bad for y'all anymore. Matter of fact, I need something to laugh at. So I'm gonna be talking crazy in this video because my last video on the T-app was not even 6 hours ago. If you have an account on the T-app, you are on this map. They done made a map of y'all. That's how bad this leak was. Surely y'all didn't think you were gonna be the only ones violating people's privacy, did you? But let me catch the rest of y'all up to speed if you don't know what's going on. So for those of y'all who don't know what the T-app is, it was pretty much supposed to be this app for women to talk about men. And on it, they were supposed to be able to talk about dangerous men, genuinely dangerous men that they've had bad experiences with, and be able to warn other women in the area. And that conceptually is something that most of us are cool with. But what it turned into was people posting revenge, of their previous partners, making up lies about their previous partners, doxing people and exposing real life information about their previous partners, and even just lying on random people. And they were doing all of that anonymously until now. I mean, anybody with common sense knew an app like this was never going to last. But what a way for it to most likely go. So there was a huge leak today of the T-app database. Apparently the security for it was Anthony Davis. It folded the moment it was pressed. A bunch of people's information that they put into that app just got leaked. For some people, it's just their full names and selfies, which is already bad enough for some of y'all. Others are getting their addresses, driver's licenses, IDs leaked. I am recording this the moment I'm hearing about it, so go do your own research if you're interested. I might not be right about everything in this video. But the overall moral of the story, when you're toxic and you hang out in messy ass environments like the T-app, you can expect toxic and messy ass things to happen back to you. Don't entertain the number.
How about that? We're talking all the images of all the men that they uploaded to the app and more. So if you're a woman on the T-app and you posted some information trying to expose a man on this app, you have now been exposed. The pictures that you uploaded, as well as a picture of your ID, has now been released to the public.
Now everybody knows who's the bitter, malignant narcissist. Because when a woman is done with a man, she's done. She doesn't make posts. She doesn't go around trying to convince everybody else that they're this, they're that. She's done. She simply ghosts them. She doesn't care if he finds love or don't. She moves on. Because these bitter 304 narcissists cannot accept the fact that they are what we call practice girls.
He ain't lying, because when a woman is done, we're done. We just move in silence and we let the dusties be with the dustettes. We're not fighting over no man. We're not fighting over no dusty ED dick. You know what I'm saying? We just move on gracefully. Like, I'm not creating profiles and, posting, are you dating my man? So it says a lot about some of these women too. So he's not lying, because when a woman knows her worth, we just move on with grace. You know what I'm saying? And we let the dusties fight it out. You know what I'm saying? We let him and his side chicks and, multiples and baby mamas, we let them fight it out while we move on to bigger and better. So I agree with this brother right here, okay?
Child, the tea has spilled, okay? Y'all came to sip tea, and now your personal data is doing laps around the internet like you're training for the Olympics. How did we even get here? Y'all are not girls. The problem is people talk too much. This app was supposed to be a secret app to alert women of offenders, and then it became just chatting and gossiping about men. Like, come on now.
Yeah, so y'all be on here for bullshit, looking up niggas that y'all already know is fucking around on y'all, cheating or ain't shit, or broke, or burning people.
All of our driver's license on the T app just got leaked, and that is extremely dangerous. I mean, thankfully for me, like, my license address is not like actually where I physically live, but like this needs to be known and shared for everybody's safety, because the T app is getting out and everybody is finding out about it, and the men are mad. The men are mad, so please be careful.
All right, y'all. So y'all just watched the video. It is real. So the app is now hacked. Thousands of women's personal information, addresses, pictures are all over Twitter. They're all over Reddit. It's all over TikTok. So it's scary for a lot of people. Me personally, I never downloaded the app. I just went down the T app rabbit hole. It's just not my thing. You know, relationships happen. People break up. You know what I mean? For me, it's better to just move on and act like that person never existed. Just try your hardest to get that demon out your mind than to sit here and create profiles and to blast. Because again, like I always say, when you are a good and genuine person, when you love somebody with your whole heart and you move with the spirit of God, God is going to take care of anything that somebody has done to you. There's a such thing as karma. Like in the Bible, it says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So if that man was cheating on you, was exposing you to, you know, HIV and all types of mess, he's going to get his cosmic karma. And that can come with his business crumbling, you know, loss of money, you know, losing his job. You know, karma always spins the block, especially when you try to treat good people wrong. It always comes back tenfold. So to me, I feel like women who engage in, I'm about to post, you know, this man and let everybody know who he really is. You already knew the man wasn't shit. Okay, that's why you was going through his phone. That's why you're posting pictures. That's why you're posting him on, you know, Facebook and on T apps and stuff like that. Because you already know, you know, he ain't shit anyways. Instead of moving on quietly, you want the whole world to know that he's not shit. And I think that is the problem with this generation. And social media has literally, I feel like social media is the death of relationships at this point. Like, they keep saying that there's a loneliness epidemic with men. And the reason why there's a loneliness epidemic is a lot of women are fed up. A lot of women are done with the narcissistic behaviors, narcissistic abuse, the cheating, the lies, the manipulation, women contracting STDs, HIV. So I know all the women out here right now who are single, who don't have a man. I know y'all are getting the best sleep ever, okay? Because y'all's man is not being potentially posted on the T app or on, are we dating the same guy? You know, so I definitely understand why a lot of women are just choosing to protect their peace and protect their wombs and not fuck with a lot of these guys out here, because there are good men out here. So we're not going to say that all men are bad. There are good men out here, but they are far and few between. And if you want to just protect your heart and save your sanity, just date, have fun, but don't take a lot of these men and their antics seriously. And I think that's the problem, is that people get with guys and they know that these guys really aren't shit, but they're trying to build them up. They're trying to pour into them. They're trying to relieve them of their childhood trauma and their mommy issues and their daddy abandonment issues. That's not your job, ladies, okay? It's not your job to play camp counselor. Let his grown ass go get a counselor and sit on somebody's couch. It's not your job to heal a broken man. And unfortunately, there's a lot of broken men out here who still operate like little boys. So what is my solution to all this? I remember I talked about this earlier this week, that I was going to also do a video about before and afters, because that's also going viral on TikTok. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, but I want to just show you guys some videos of ladies before they got into relationships and after. And this is a huge trend on TikTok, along with this T app. So I figured this is just good to kind of merge this conversation into one, because these videos are sad, but I'm going to give some tips and tricks at the end of this video on what people should do. And this goes for men and women, especially if you're a good person, to protect yourself from these narcissists. A lot of people are moving with spirits. They're moving with demonic energy. And unfortunately, we're living in the last days where people will be lovers of themselves, hence the name selfies. Okay, you have a lot of people who are selfish out here, and they move thinking about themselves, not understanding how their actions will affect not only themselves, but other people around them, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys those videos right now. Looking beautiful. She lost all the weight. Her skin cleared up. You know, some men are just sent into your life to drain your life force. They're sent into your life to drain your energy. And, you know, these men, you got to look at them as a test. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil sends gifts too. So I'm glad she looks like she's healed. So pretty. Damn. 3 years. Wow. This loser was putting hands on her. You see the bruises? Wow. Gorgeous. Looks like a straight up supermodel. Let's see her after. He done left her a single mother. And sadly, this happens a lot where some men will see you, you know, elevating, glowing. You know, she could be a model, but let me go ahead and knock her up and derail that. And granted, there's birth control, you know, things happen, but she's obviously not a, you know, this is a newborn baby and look how sad she is. This is sad.
Trend that's going around, as you guys can see the pictures. When I tell you, I appreciate you ladies for being so transparent about how toxic relationships could literally drain and suck the life out of you. Like, a lot of these women look like they have gotten the life sucked out of them. And I'm shocked to see a lot of this stuff. And the reason why I said I appreciate them for being transparent, because this is a real thing. Like, whenever you in certain relationships, they really can drain you to where you really don't have nothing left but just a little piece of you that actually keeps you going. And I appreciate this because it spreads awareness in a way. Some of it are people laughing at it, and it may be funny and it may be relatable and stuff like that. But overall, like, this is traumatizing to watch. Like, some of them, I'm like, dang, are they for real? Are they just playing? You know, because this is how they looked a few years ago or something, and you know, they fell off a little bit. But I'm not gonna say that they're lying about that, about, you know, being in a toxic relationship, a relationship that drained them, or whatever the case may be. But what do you guys think about this trend? Let me know below in the comments.
All right, so you guys just saw some of those before and afters, and it's really sad. And, you know, like the other girl said in the TikTok, I appreciate women posting that and, you know, just being vulnerable, because especially if people are the type to brag online constantly about, you know, my man, my man, my man. Then we find out later that that man is nothing but a narcissistic, toxic asshole. Kudos to them for sharing. So these are my thoughts on everything with this whole T app and everything being spilled. You know, the whole situation is very crazy. The fact that it was hacked, I'm not surprised at all. But, you know, what a lot of people need to do, instead of just focusing on trying to expose people on Facebook and on the T app and other, because these are not the only apps out there that expose men and also expose women. A lot of people need to do some soul searching, and a lot of women need to really get their discernment together. And I think that's the problem. A lot of people are taking energy and time to vent on these apps and to vent on these platforms. And, you know, again, we're all here for the tea. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do to not end up in the same situation again? What are you going to do to break that toxic cycle and to not attract the same narcissistic demon into your life in just another name, another form, another skin tone? You know, so those are the things that I feel like a lot of people need to work on, rather than just simply exposing somebody for being DL or being a cheater or passing around STDs and stuff like that. So I have a few tips. Again, I'm nobody's dating coach, but I think these might be a few tips that can help both men and women, especially this new generation, when it comes to dating. And I think sometimes as women, you know, we're just so happy to be in a relationship that we kind of ignore the red flags. We don't necessarily listen to our gut instincts. And that's one thing you need to listen to, especially as a woman, so you don't end up in a situation where you're going through narcissistic abuse or physical abuse, you know. So I think one of the things that people need to do is to really pay attention to not only somebody's words, but their actions. If their actions are not aligning with their words and what they say, that is a red flag, and you need not ignore that. If somebody is coming into your life and they're saying they make $100,000 a year and they're balling and, you know, they're an entrepreneur and they're doing this, this, and that, if the money is not money in, if they can't even afford rent, if they can't afford the basics in life, that is a red flag, okay? Financial situations are very important in a relationship. And if that person cannot meet you or match you financially, do not waste your time, because all that does is breed jealousy, envy, and resentment. That person will start to feel away because you can make moves that they can't make. And unless you're going to be a trick and, you know, take care of a grown man, they're going to start resenting you for not, you know, bringing them certain places, for not helping them out financially and stuff like that. It's never enough. Even if you, you know, out the goodness of your heart, help them one time, they'll come back begging more, wanting you to do more for them financially. So that is a red flag. If a grown man does not have his financial situation together, run for the fucking hills, because finances that are off whack breed jealousy, and there's nothing more dangerous than a jealous man who's jealous of, you know, where you're at in life versus where he's at in life. So if you own things, if you have your own car, if you own your own home and things like that, never date down. Do not date someone who is not on the same level as you financially. That is a big red flag that I think a lot of women tend to ignore, because a lot of women tend to be nurturing and, you know, they want to help build a man up and, you know, help, you know, build him up to his full potential. Fuck that. Let his mama build him up. That's not your job to do as a grown woman. Either they're coming to the table with something or they can keep walking. Okay. Like I said, you have to watch for people who are jealous in disguise. Yes, some men actually do envy women, especially women who are independent, who make their own money. That really bothers some men's spirits. And so they'll go out their way to try and humble you. They'll start trying to dim your light. They'll start trying to pick you apart. They'll talk about your body, say you're too big, too skinny, too short, too fat, too whatever. But again, that's them projecting. That's because they're broke. That's because they're not where they need to be in life. That's because they're bad built. So they want to project their own insecurities onto you. So you have to watch out for that, because again, jealousy turns into contentment really fast. Another thing, use your discernment, ladies. Stop trying to look at potential, okay? Once a person gets to a certain age, we don't have time for potential. Either they're coming to the table with something or they're not. All that trying to build a man up and, you know, help him out and get him to where you're at, that is a waste of time, because once he gets there, he'll leave you for the next chick, okay? Because you're a reminder of where he started in life and he doesn't want to be reminded of that. So you never waste your time building a grown man. Either he's coming to the table or he's not. And you need to be able to strengthen your discernment, listen to your red flags, okay? And also watch out for men who try to distance you from your family, from friends and things like that. They're trying to distance you so that way they can isolate you and diminish your light, okay? So you have to watch out for people who are energy vampires, who want to siphon your light, who want to keep you away from people so that way you can be caught up in their chaos and their darkness. And the second you start feeling that, the second you feel like this person is trying to isolate you and you're feeling their chaotic energy, their low vibrational energy, you need to trust your instincts and you need to walk away. And I would say at the first signs of a red flag, do not question your judgment. Just walk away. It's not worth it. Don't dismiss stuff. Don't say that you're tripping, that you're being mean. Walk away, because in the long run, your intuition will not fail you. You have to have boundaries, and you also have to learn how to enforce those boundaries and stick to it. And again, a real mature woman is not going to sit on a tea app. They're not going to sit on Facebook, spilling all the tea. We have better things to do, okay? We have money to get. We have trips to take. So what you need to do is, if you find out that that person is not the one for you, all you do is leave. Okay, we don't need, Dear John letters, long paragraphs. Just leave. Leave in silence, chuck the deuces, and then you just pray, pray that God gets that person out of your heart, out of your mind, you know what I'm saying, and act like that person just never existed in life and you go on with your life. And, the person that is for you will eventually come into your life, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like everyone that comes into your life, especially romantically or dating, they are brought into your life as a test, okay? And there's never a test without a testimony. Sometimes relationships work out and sometimes they don't. But with every relationship, you're supposed to learn a lesson from them. So take that person's, infidelity, their abuse, their gaslighting, their breadcrumbing, their narcissism. Take that all as a lesson learned. So that way when you get into your next relationship, you understand the red flags, you see them clearly, and you know when to exit. You know what you will not accept. Somebody wants to breadcrumb you and text you when convenient. Cut them off, keep it moving, okay? Somebody wants to gaslight you, make you feel like you're going crazy. Cut them off and keep it moving, okay? Because at the end of the day, we only have one life to live. And it does not make any sense to live your life in chaos and worry and wonder. If you have to be in a relationship and not know what that man is doing, if I have to go onto an app and ask other women, do they recognize my man? That is not the person for you, okay? Because again, these STDs are real. Like I tell y'all all the time, go through HIV TikTok. You will be shocked at how many beautiful men and women are on there crying tattoo tears because they thought that the person they were with would have never cheated on them, and they did. And not only did they cheat on them, they brought them back HIV. So again, life is too short. You do not want to get into a situation where some dusty leaves you with a baby, leaves you with HIV or some type of disgusting STI. So as soon as you feel a red flag, as soon as the words and his actions are not matching up, you need to run for the hills. Do not allow people to gaslight you into relationships. Do not allow people to breadcrumb you. Do not allow people to make you not recognize and enforce your boundaries, because a real man is going to respect you. A real man's going to respect your boundaries, and a real man is going to treat you how you want to be treated, especially if you are giving him the same energy, okay? If you're a good woman and you're doing what you have to do as a woman, you will get that in reciprocation, okay? But again, going on all these apps and blasting your ex and all that stuff, it's just not worth it. Now these women are being exposed. Now their addresses are being exposed and everything else. Like I say, if somebody has done you wrong, allow God to work, allow karma to work. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you need to do. Vengeance is his, says the Lord, okay? Let the universe take care of that person, because karma always swings back around to anybody who's done somebody wrong intentionally, and especially to somebody who was good to that person. They're going to get their karma. Trust and believe it always comes back around. So you don't have to sit there and spill tea on tea apps. Just know that everything that they've done and put you through, it's going to come back to them tenfold, if not worse. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping, tea sippers. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I want to know y'all's opinion on all of this drama going down with the tea app. Were you on the T app? Did you see yourself? Did you see your homeboys? Did you see guys that you knew on there? How do y'all feel about the hack? And then do you agree with me that instead of, people spilling tea and trying to expose people, people need to work more on their discernment, on their boundaries, and on being good people, so that way they can attract other good people, because energy is a powerful thing, right? So if you're vibrating low, if you're just as nasty, if you're out here, you know, doing low vibrational shit, that is who you're going to attract, point blank period. If you're a genuinely good person, you will attract genuinely good people. And if you happen to attract a narcissist, trust and believe that God will get that narcissist out of your life. You know what I'm saying? That is not your person. You will not be in a long-term relationship with that person, because God is going to look out for you. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Please leave a comment down below. I look forward to reading y'all's comments. Hit this video with a like. Feel free to share the video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.